the team fight prowess was incredible there for the side of RSGSG. But this time around, this is now the game 3. As you can see, it's the same path when it comes to the drafting phase here for RSGSG. They're cutting off again Boyet's comfort heroes here. And of course, it did wonders there on the game 2. This is the time here for RSGSG to go for the same path here. But of course, Team Evil must now recollect of their mistakes there. Marky has been punished in the early game. They need to protect Marky if they want to go for the late game.
And it feels like Boyet is also used to playing that late game security measure. Like he was on the Benedetta playing that macro gameplay as well. Then when you put him on the Julian, which is early game and mid game, you know, when you force the tempo on him, he's not exactly performing. So teams might have analyzed that and they feel that, yeah, if we take away those late game countermeasures, right, we have secured ourselves possibly a stellar advantage. And RSG are doing that. They take out the Zos right now. Okay, not alluding to the fact that Boyet, but they got Hylos as well.
Ling is pretty much open once again. Yon, man,
Yeah, Yon on the Ling.
despite they were defeated in game 1, he's been stellar on the Ling. So,
Game 2 was good.
yeah, I think RSG right now could go for this hero if they want to. But again, this is gonna be Phoveus here. This is now again one of the priority picks. Phoveus, I have in doubt because you can really sense right now that they don't want here against Team Evil the dashes here to go online. So I still think that they are cutting off Boyet here, but there you go. The Ling will be taken in.
Ling and Harif. And Ling now on Boyet. It will be the first time that he's piloting it, so he will have to see. But Marky has been performing extremely well on the Harif, so it's going to be a very scary sight as well.
Yeah.
But for Team RSG, right, they picked the Phoveus. Are they going to draft around the Phoveus?
Well, possibly one, but I think they anticipated that Boyet's going to go for the Ling. So they picked the Phoveus because they're going to go for the Ling here. And for Team Evil though, they prioritize Marky and Boyet's hero at this moment because they know that if Boyet and Marky go online, probably they can win the game.
What am I seeing here? RSG going for the Lunox and the Fanny. Lunox making its way into RSG's lineup. And meanwhile, we do have the Edith picked up from Team Evil. So RSG, they pulled out something fresh out of the bag, right? They pulled out the Phoveus, they pulled out the Lunox as well. We have to see how well this synergizes. And of course, Lunox does extremely well in that damage burst segment that Phoveus needs. And I always feel that Phoveus and Fanny does very well together as well. So I do see the synergy coming out from RSG. That burst damage and that mobility would be a key factor for Evil to think about.
Oh, I think this right now possibly going to be a gold lane Lunox as well to go up against Harith here against Marky. But as you can see here, Team Evil prioritizing still mid mages. So I think the crowd control is still lacking here for the side of RSGSG. So let's see if they're going to go.
Yeah.
Where there is light, there are
Yeah, that's
also
Fanny does really good against the Ling, so it will be pretty scary. But we have to see Yon's execution, right? Yon is known for having that late game Fanny. Like, he does really well in that late game, and if you can bring him into that late game, it's a situation where if you have an advantage, Yon will bring things through. But whether or not you can tide through that early game, whether or not Yon does find the pick onto the Ling, and it's gonna be very important.
This is the battle for assassins right now. Now we see Boyets on this assassin Ling. I do believe it is one also of his comfort heroes here. Hayabusa, Roger, both mobile. I think Ling goes into his character as well. And now they're going to ban a Minotaur this time around for the side of RSGSG, and Valentina here from Team Evil. They don't want these big ultimates here like the Zaman Force being into the hands of RSGSG.
Yeah, but you know what else is good on Team Evil? I think a Tigreal would be a great pick, but they do pick up the Faramis. Having that Netherrealm would help with the burst damage that's coming out from Team RSG, right? So it's a very good answer, and while banning out the Valentina at the same time. So that means they don't have that counter Netherrealm to work with for Team RSG. So that's a lot to think about.
This is now the time for RSGSG as well to take the... I think Tigreal would be great pick here for them. They lack the crowd control. With this Tigreal implosion in here, at least they can have to that implosion rather the kit. Oh, no way. Carmilla Curse of the Blood. I think great counter for a Farmis.
Yeah, the Curse of the Blood coming in. Like, you want that Curse of the Blood. And together with the Terizla penalty zone as well. RSG, they have a lot of zones of control, right? They have a lot of zones of control. But the name of the game for RSG is to force out the Netherrealm as much as possible for Framis. And Evil, of course, they will be picking up that Tigreal for Powerful, who has been performing amazing on that Tigreal as well.
Tigreal Implosion here, plus Zaman Force. I think team fight capability is here for the side of Team Evil. But then again, the pure counter of the Carmilla pick for RSG. Will this be enough though? But I can see here, damage is there with shared damage against the side of Team Evil. Possibly go through.
Yeah, Lunox gold lane though.
Yeah, there you go. As expected, they are going to go up against the Harith there. But again, damage aspects, I can say that Team RSG have a slight advantage in that department, in that situation. But however, of course, team fight, it's more of a single target you can see here for the side of RSG.
Yeah, Team Evil will be on that counterplay measures, right? Having that implosion, having that Tempest of Blades, but we'll find out in this game as we head on into the final game of the Land of Dawn, RSG versus Team Evil, winner takes all.
This is the first time I'm going to see a Carmilla as well, right? So Carmilla been picked here, most likely to be a great counter against Asayla's Faramis here. So with the Curse of the Blood, with the damage output, I've mentioned it here a while ago, it's incredible synergy for the side of Team RSG.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Roy on that mid lane Terizla, right? So it's something that we've seen out of RSG, and it works. Like, you might think fighter mid lane, right? It doesn't work. And we see Kurtisi play Marches mid all the time. And now Roy with that mid lane Terizla as well. It's going to be one of the pocket picks coming out from RSG. They mean business this game.
Terizla, mid lane, great clear, of course, of his skill set there. It's also very slow, however. But you need that ultimate to be online as early as possible. Putting him in the mid lane can give him the creeps to make him available rather online there.
Yeah, it's gonna be very important to get that Shadow Stampede into that pushback combo for Powerful to just force out the flickers. Consistently forcing out the flickers away from Roy might be the key to Evil winning here. And they need to save that Netherrealm for that Curse of the Blood. So Sayla, you're gonna be the priority target here most of the time, and Yon's gonna be looking at you.
Oh, indeed. So I think this is one also of the things that they will force Sayla to pop off that Netherrealm. Of course, in the match without the Netherrealm, again, damage will be enough here for the side of RSG.
And yeah, we have the flicker already forced out. This is exactly what Evil wants to do, right? Make sure that that flicker is never available on the Terizla, and you have a team fight secured. You can see where the Terizla is coming in unless you're fighting near a bush.
Oh, Powerful's implosions seen at the game 1. Game changer as well. Now they are in the Turtle Pit. Anytime soon, it is going to be a brawl.
Yeah, it's going to be the first turtle of the game here. And we've seen extremely long turtles, but CS gets the first blood onto Marky. But we have this team fight.
The backline penalty zone already popped here. Yon secures the turtle for himself, and on they crash onto Evil Boy in some trouble. Manages to get out of there, hopping onto the walls. Dark Wave pulls Sayla and Ken, but the Shadow Stampede with the counter engage here gets Iron Ryan under the turret.
And a consolation prize given to Evil, right? They do get Iron Ryan for their troubles, but they lose the turtle, they lose Marky in the top lane.
I think this is it. Marky is one of the things right now that RSG is looking out to shut down. So Marky has been struggling on Moscow. If the side here of CS will be able to take him down again in the same scenario, so this is going to be really crucial for Team Evil here. Actually, CS has been doing a pretty good job here, holding Marky in this game 2, now in this game 3 as well.
Yeah, and it feels like Team Evil, they're prioritizing Marky right now.
Yeah.
They're trying to protect him as much as possible. And RSG, their game plan is to make Marky as uncomfortable as possible. Because it seems to me in the first game, when Marky is not comfortable, he cannot join team fights. And that's exactly what RSG wants out of Team Evil.
Now we can see how safely right now the Team Evil is playing out against Team RSG SG. The aggressiveness from the game 1, from the game 2, here the game 3 is a different matter right now. All targets left. Look at Marky. He's way back on this the second outer turret here.
The fact that Evil does not have a reply to this, right? I don't know what they have to do. Like, what can they do here? Does Boyette go in? Does Powerful use the implosion? It's very hard for Team Evil to respond.
Yon is targeting Boyette here. Oh no.
Ooh, looking to engage on him, but it does not get that so far. Dark Wave popped. It's gonna be Iron Ryan knocked up, pops the Infernal Pistol onto Boyette, penalty zone here, onto 2 members, and it's gonna be Sayla popping the Nether Realm to save himself. Iron Ryan still in the back line, stuns him out. In the meantime, top lane Marky goes down. CS, I mean, Powerful taking that kill consolation, and still RSG wreaking havoc on this bottom side.
Yeah, Team Evil, they don't have that early game damage. They don't have that early to mid game damage if Marky is kept down like this. And that Lunox pick to deal with Harith is showing like dividends right now.
Plus, they're shutting down Boyette's aggressive rotations here. And I can see that Yon and Iron Ryan doing a pretty good job as well, looking out across the map where Boyette is. CS, let me handle Marky while you guys handle Boyette here. Again, these 2 players are one of the key victory conditions for the side of Team Evil, carrying the games after games, but now without them getting online here in the early game, this spells a disaster here for Team Evil.
Yeah, but what is the answer from Team Evil, right? What do they have to do? What's the win condition here?
I think they need to stick together here. This is where Sayla steps in. They need that ultimate coming in from this Sayla, but hold the thought.
Ooh, Powerful with the implosion here, knocks up 2, stunned out though, can't get away. Nether Realm saves him just for the moment, but Iron Ryan lands that final blow. Sayla on the run. Iron Ryan, Roy gets the kill, credit for it. Boyette in the backline comes here to clean up. Iron Ryan pops the Infernal Pursuit, is gonna lay down the damage onto him. Flicker out by Ken, saves him for now, but Marky once again drops dead to the hands of RSG.
Yeah, taking that extended team fight, not really going into the favor because of the mobility of Yon, right? Having those cables just proves another factor. And they don't have the lockdown for Team Evil. They're relying completely on winning the team fight and then handling Yon afterwards. So that's just gonna be all she wrote for Team Evil at this point. They're just gonna win the team fight. But if Yon becomes a problem in a late game, right? Yon is gonna become a problem where he's gonna be cabling around. And that implosion, do you want to use that on Yon?
That's a big question. But if you are forced to use that early, same thing that Sayla in that position, he used that Nether Realm to sustain team fight. And look at Tion joining in after that activation here. It's just pure, rather a good team fight awareness from the side of RSGSG. They know the timers here, and we all know the Team Evil ultimates here. This is one of the key for the team fight game. Without Implosion, without the Nether Realm, they're very susceptible here for RSGSG damage.
So Team Evil very reliant on ultimates. So RSG, they just have to force out the ultimates, and that's the name of the game for RSG. Yeah. RSG wants to force out the ultimates, Nether Realm, make sure that Implosion is never online. But now looking at Team Evil, every single ultimate is online, yet they cannot find an opening because of Yon playing such a heavy macro game. But look at this, Lunox.
Boyette, oh, the flicker into the penalty zone immediately. Boyette disappears from the map. Not only do they exert pressure on the top lane, they go down and, you know, take one member of Evil out. The control fully in the hands of RSG here. Oh, the Infernal Pursuit onto 2 members as well. The stuns, the damage. Sacred Hammer into the turret. Iron Ryan in trouble. Will pay the price for that as Yon slays Marky at the top.
Marky 0 for 4 right now. RSG doing a great job of keeping Marky uncomfortable, right? Iron Ryan might have died, might have forced out that team fight, but it was just all space. And this is what Phoveus is meant to do. This is where Phoveus shines. You buy that space and you become that threat factor at the same time because you're dealing so much damage in that backline.
Plus, I'm surprised that Boyet was caught there with a penalty zone. His ultimate was there. Actually, I thought he will evade in that situation, but he cannot do so. Man, they're not only stopping Marky's progression here, Boyet's aggressiveness, as we have known him on that week 1, is not really visible here as well. So this is RSG right now controlling the game. Momentum is on their side, but you have asked me a while ago, of course, Moment, what would Team Evil do here? Again, it's obvious here that they are really ultimately reliant here, but without enough crowd control, how can you even burst down anyone beyond just really escaping with those cables?
And that's what I feel, right? They have the encompassing factor of having that AoE, having that team fight, but they don't have that lockdown for Yon, and that's what they lack. Do they commit that implosion onto Yon? That might just be the factor that they need to win this team fight. They have to take out Yon. They have to find him with that implosion. I feel that that's what Evil needs to do. They have to commit the implosion, take out Yon, and then the rest of the team fight would follow.
Ken right now and the rest here of Team Evil, they cannot even penetrate here. And this Lord Pit, powerful. Everyone's looking at him. His flicker is pretty much available as well. Oh, the drag.
He does get the Sacred Hammer onto Roy, knocks him up. Oh, the Shadow Stampede by Sayla pulls him into the tower. Kind of removes him from that position, so force the Lord reset over here. But still, it's RSG, you know, having more of the control here. I think it's been brilliant so far watching RSG forcing Evil to make decisions and trade-offs, right? Pushing the lane up top. Oh, and again here, another one. But it's Evil responding. CS goes down. Zamaforce lay down the damage. RSG and Evil trading out here 2 for 3. Iron Ryan nails that one onto Marky. But again, see, Marky just going down. He can't get a second to breathe, man.
3 for 2 trade, right? Evil, they made the decision of going for CS, but CS wasn't the problem. Yon was still alive, so he's stealing the damage. And Sayla just gets plucked out of thin air.
What's the bad thing there? It's Sayla did not able to pull through the Nether Realm in that situation. That's really unfortunate here for Team Evil. They have, man, the Curse of the Blood did wonders in the game. And let's see if this Lord will be taken in by RSG.
I mean, they definitely have the aggressive positioning here. Roy going in as well, zoning them out. Powerful, again, trying to create space, but the penalty zone drags him in. Yunsky stunned out the knock-up. Zamaforce laid down by Marky here to put out the damage. It's 2 for 1 as RSG on the run here. CS with the burst damage. Marky lands a double kill onto him. So messy fight. This time they trade out RSG.
3 for 3 trades here, still very even in terms of having the key members up and online. The Lord still 12 minutes in. It's a huge Lord. You can't really solo it.
Of course.
RSG has done a very great job, right, of zoning it out. I like to say their spacing is extremely immaculate. If you look at Yon, he was waiting for the implosion to be used. So he's not giving Powerful the light of the day. He's not giving him the chance at all to just lock him down because he knows that's the only lockdown that's available.
Yeah, and we've seen the team fight as well, that the Nether Realm was laid perfectly in that situation. But again, damage and the timing from Yon to join in the team fight is really, really good. And look at the split push, man.
Cool, the 1v1 though, boy, it taking a lot of damage. Yon backing out does cut half of the health of the inhibitor up top. And now both teams again posturing for this Lord that was not taken down in all of that chaos.
Yeah, and it's a point where Fanny is slightly better in terms of mobility than Ling, right? And Ling does not have that lockdown to deal with that Fanny, so it's just a straight up 1-for-1 counter against Ling.
Yeah, and Sacred Hammer into the Shadow Stampede, pops the Vengeance here, uses the Infernal Pursuit to take down damage, but to what extent? Zamaforce just puts him down. Nether Realm as well keeps Evil alive. Here comes Boyan. Marky with the counter explosion! The counter engaged onto RSG here. Yon forced to run off as well. Evil, they find their mark and they take the Lord firmly in their hands.
And yeah, I can hear the crowd all the way from here. You know, that's how much the crowd is going wild downstairs. And now with that, Team Evil, they found that magical team fight that they needed. And Yon just not being there in time, they just took down that ability to zone them away from Team RSG. They had great spacing, but Iron Ryan just bursted down.
Now, the Lord's pushing through as well in the middle lane. We don't want the side there of Yon to be caught in implosion. We want CS. Oh!
Boyan coming through the back line here. Iron Ryan, enough burst damage to put him down. Roy comes in with the penalty zone though. Marky goes down. CS double kill. Oh my goodness, RSG, they find a window. Yon slicing and dicing behind. Triple kill for Boyan, but Yon picks up the trace for himself. My goodness, what is going on?
It's Ken versus Yon at this point as the Lord is still out, and Ken, he has a lot to deal with. His HP is falling low, does have the primordial form available, but there is so much creep pressure coming in for Team Evil at this point, and they did get the inhibitor turret. That is a win in their books.
Wow, one single team fight win, one Lord team fight win changes the face of our battle here. Team Evil coming back to life with that powerful implosion on CS. That was a big thing there. But as you can see here in the replay, this is now the push that we have seen. Very chaotic, man. The damage is there from both teams. I love how Yon actually cleaning this team fight up. But then again, we have seen how Ken progresses well here on the Edith. Last remaining standing here for the side of Team Evil. Mission accomplished with that inhibitor turret gone in the mid lane.
Yeah, and why is Evil winning, right? Why is Evil winning this fight? Because Boyet is at the power spike right now. And now we do have a team fight. Boyet is still going ham.
Yeah, he's now going to the back line now, trying to clean up after having taken Iron Ryan down. Powerful on the chase, does not get it. CS dives right into them, puts out the burst damage. Double kill here, triple kill. CS, this man is on fire.
That was a great meal for CS, right? All 4 members just overcommitting onto RSG. They found the perfect timing. It's just looking like a bloodbath here. Evil having that lapse in decision-making where Boyet was not around. He did not have Tempest of Blades. He was low. And how Evil came back into that first game, into that first few fights, was because Boyet hit that power spike and enabled Marky to deal the damage. Once Boyet is not around, Evil, they cannot take that fight. And that's just a measure to that. Boyet was not available, so RSG, they were like, yeah, Boyet's not coming. We gotta go, we gotta go.
Yeah, I think that's one point right now that the side of Team Evil will not force team fight without the Boyet. Now the Lord is up. Both teams right now is pretty much here in the game. Ultimates are available, powerful!
Oh, going in with the Sacred Hammer right in, but the penalty zone, Roy forces them out. The knockout, Boyet steals the Lord from the hands of RSG, and now Evil, they're just trying to clean it up. Roy goes down, pops the immortality. CS deals the damage. It is not going to be enough as CS picks up the kill. Evil, they're still Marky and Sayla strong against one single Roy.
Yeah, Roy is still alive. 1v3, what can he do?
Save!
They're crashing onto him. Pops the immortality. Oh, this is the play. Evil does it again. The team fight magic for you as they clear up game number 3 in a crazy, crazy fashion.
Team Evil